topic on Twitch only. Hey YouTube. I did a whole topic on Twitch and you got none of it, and that's good. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna do like a pretend start. I did the thing where I made the video entirely on Twitch again. God damn it. Why have I done this? No one said anything. Like, no one said anything. I didn't notice. Anyway, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I swore in the beginning of the YouTube video. Damn. Anyway, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm starting all over again. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Webcomics Hubcast. You're definitely not watching me edit the title section because I accidentally streamed part of it on Twitch and none of it's on YouTube. Paige, I recorded a whole 30-minute video on Twitch only. I did it all on Twitch. I've been streaming for 30 minutes just on Twitch. I'm not late. I'm an idiot. Different problem. I was like, where the fuck is everyone? Why is YouTube not working so well? Like Kylie wrote one comment and then never spoke again. I was like, damn. Lots of opinions. Should I restart the stream? I'm gonna restart the stream. Hey everyone, let's talk about crowdfunding pain and how I spent too much money at Thought Bubble. I hate my life. Let's go. YouTube though. Anyway, let's talk about crowdfunding a little bit. Okay. So I'm just gonna give you guys the Cliffs Notes. I already did this on Twitch, and I'm an idiot, so I'm gonna have to redo it anyway. So here's the Cliffs Notes. So I have been doing a lot. Twitch was a rehearsal, right? I've been doing a lot of looking into my crowdfunding campaigns. I subscribed to 30 crowdfunding campaigns this year. 30. And 8 of them haven't delivered. 8 of them have all missed their delivery dates. All of them. And 5 of them are comic Kickstarters that have been delayed for lots of reasons. And I think part of the reason is a conversation I had with a friend who basically told me, hey, getting a comic book sold, like kickstarted and sent out, is fucking easy. Like he said, it's really easy to do that because a lot of printers will do that for you. But getting a comic printed is not the hard part. Kickstarters often want to have extra things, and those extra things are what adds to the cost. And so to that end, I showed an example of a Kickstarter that I thought that had too many extra things, and those too many extra things actually held it back a little bit. And that was, there it is. The Kickstarter for, I don't know if you guys read a lot of Canvas comics, but the Kickstarter for Glacious, the Webtoon. Hey, Thomas. They're all on fucking YouTube. And whatever. Thomas doesn't even know why I'm mad. He's missed me getting angry about me starting the stream wrong. But yeah, like this is the Glacious Kickstarter. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this is, in my opinion, a microcosm of bad decisions. I actually reached out to them to speak to them, and nobody responded. And I don't think anything bad of them. I think they're all doing their best with the shit project that they're left with. But let's just say this is one of the last updates they posted. Whereas these are the updates they posted, and I want to show you one of them because I think it's very interesting. Here's one of the updates. It's just a fucking sad face. Okay. It's just a sad face. They made people pay extra money for shipping because they ran out of money. They had there's one of the updates that's literally like nightmare after nightmare. Urgent. International backers must respond. And the thing is, it's very obvious that they're doing a lot of this out of pocket. Like now, it's not money they are given. They're doing this with money they own and etc. And it's clearly just a loss for them. But they're doing their best to fulfill it. And I want to just say that really quickly. It's super admirable that they're doing that. And I do not want anyone to like fucking treat them badly. Yeah, you did the IRL version of item scope. You did. But like, yeah, I think a lot of Kickstarters have a big problem with item scope. A lot of Kickstarters I've experienced have a big problem with item scope or a big problem with just random add-ons. For example, one of my Kickstarters got delayed because the creator said that every stretch goal, the book would get more fancy. So this is a hardcover book with fucking gold trim and embossed letters and a whole bunch of fancy shit. And it was supposed to be delivered to me in May. It's December. Anyway, this one for me is a microcosm of a lot of bad, small bad decisions. Because here's the thing: this Kickstarter has 16 minimum items that they have to fulfill. If you don't know what I mean, check it out. PDF fulfilled must be emailed. Keychain. There's at least 2 keychains you can get. 2 different keychains. And like I think the chains are all different. Like there's different character keychains, so you can get a random one. At least 3 softcover issues of the comic. Okay? A fucking bookmark. 2 random stickers. A hardcover version that collapses all the comics into one hardcover. Art prints that are signed. Mug. T-shirt. Custom hoodie. Freaking boxes that can carry all of these things at the same time, right? Or a shipping process to move all of them. And like this random custom commission that you can get. Look, I want to say something, by the way. I don't think any Kickstarter is a bad thing. I'm just showing this because it's like an example of, in my opinion, a worst case scenario. I just genuinely think that like there is like when it comes to crowdfunding projects that I've seen, everyone I've met has told me the hardest part of a crowdfunding project, if you're doing it right, is making the goddamn comic. Like that's the hardest part. And if you've already made it and you're just kickstarting a print version of it that you've already done the work for, then like sending it to a printer, making sure everything works with that printer, making sure the quality looks good, like that becomes the hardest part. But at no point in this process, right, should it be more difficult than that. Essentially, you should be able to fucking pawn this off to your printer if you've done everything right. Pawn it off to your printer. Your printer can print it, and a lot of printers will even mail it for you. So it's not that much work. But like something that Hika Tamika said in the Twitch chat when I did the rehearsal version of this was maybe people don't think that the products they're getting are enough. Like maybe people running Kickstarter, don't think that the comic is enough, and they need to have all these add-ons. And I think that that's like a really weird thing. My experience with Kickstarters and like crowdfunding campaigns of this nature, of this style, has been this. Is like I show up and there's a million goddamn things there I can buy on top of the comic that I don't care about. And I just back for the comic and leave. And I think most people do that. So I wonder why they even do this. I don't know. Do you guys think there's any value in this? Like when you back stuff on Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever, do you go, wow, I really want all these extras? Even when I back tech shit, I literally go, which one has everything I want in terms of the product I'm being sold? And I don't get anything. I don't get t-shirts, I don't get any of that shit. So I don't know. I get, Gleamy says in chat, I get why they want to do a lot of products because I've been there and I start to stop myself from doing everything for conventions as well. But you got to do the MVP. Yeah, you got to do the minimum viable product and the quality way. I agree. But yeah, I wonder what people are thinking about this. And like, there's a different version of this I want to talk about. But like, and I also want to say for the sake of awareness, crowdfunding project, when I talk about that, I'm including Patreon. So every Patreon project, in my opinion, is also a crowdfunding project if it's the primary way that the comic or the product gets funded. And not just a tip jar, just to be clear. Yeah, that's how I felt when I was at Thought Bubble. I was scared that I wouldn't sell enough comics, so I made zines, t-shirts, bookmarks, and I brought my charms, buttons, stickers last minute. I see. I sometimes want the extras from Page. Prints, stickers, and bookmarks are always nice, but I don't usually want keychains, clothes, and standees. Clothes are a big no from me, to be quite honest. And from Rosie, I only think it's a good idea to do stuff like this if there's already a huge audience with high demand for extra content. Yeah. Like if every day you post, they say, I don't know, would you back a comic that has no physical copy? I don't see any successful Kickstarter that is just to produce the comic. No, because and actually, let's talk. That's a good segue, Thomas, because I think we've kind of talked about this, and I'm just gonna read Jess's comment, and I'm gonna read your comment. And I'm gonna segue with it. And also, Jess, hi, good to see you. Jess gets a special welcome every time. Jesse Page Dawson, like the creator after my own goddamn heart. Never gonna not give you a special welcome. I'm so intimidated by the idea of going to a convention. That's so dope that you share your work at those, Gleamy. Gleamy is so powerful. Gleamy is so powerful. Convention powerful. Like with the Lovers short film Kickstarter, they already had lots of hype. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm with you. I think what Thomas is saying though for me really resonates. Would you back a comic that has no physical copy? I don't say successful Kickstarter just to produce the comic. I think like when it comes to these Kickstarters, we've kind of exhausted their conversation. We're not all interested in the extras, but we do kind of want a little bit of extra. But fundamentally, it's a very intimidating, complicated project, and I think just thinking about it is stressful. But I think there's a second version, and I think this is something that will answer Thomas's question. Crowdfunding, as I said, isn't just Kickstarter; it's also Patreon, and this is a Patreon I'm actually supporting on Patreon, and some of your Patreon money goes here, but I'm going to talk about it. I believe that Patreon counts as crowdfunding because if it's the primary way a comic is funded, I think that that is a crowdfunded project. I think it's a fully crowdfunded project, and there's no qualms about it, in my opinion. This is an example of my experience with crowdfunding on this end, and this more Patreon-based end, more regular monetary payment end. So, Zermit Dunmoe is a group, a person. I have no goddamn clue. Well, all I know is every 2 months I get a comic. I get a comic. I subscribe, and every 2 months I get a comic. But their whole thing is they make articles and zines about like random otaku stuff. The one I have most recently is this, the Gaina zine. It's the untold story of Studio Gainax. And it's great. I love it. It was a great read. It was well laid out. It was beautiful. I love this cover. And like they shipped it to me. They shipped it to me with like 4 stickers. It was beautiful. And to me, this is also a crowdfunded product. I crowdfunded this comic. I was part of the crowdfunding for this comic existing and coming and getting to me. If I didn't put money, this comic would never have hit the scope that it hit. It would never have never able to add the at least the one extra person into that list of people to send the comic to. And so like I from my experience, this is how I usually experience it. Either this or a digital version or something like that. And to Thomas's point, this is how in my opinion, I would quote unquote kickstart just to produce a comic. Because there's a lot that people who are crowdfunding supporting you on Patreon expect that's very different from people who are crowdfunding supporting you on Kickstarter. That's at least that's how I see it. From Gleamy, if I were to do a comic Kickstarter, I don't know if I'd do it though, it looks stressful. But if I was forced to, I'd do the full comic perfect bound softcover and an optional mini zine as an add-on. Fair enough. Oh, Kiki, welcome back. Thank you for being alive. By the way, sorry everyone, I've been gone for like a month. I realize that it's been 1 month. The apology is very simple. I went to Thought Bubble, then a wonderful thing happened to me, and my partner is visiting me and staying with me right now. And just I had a lot more focus there, and it was a lot more valuable of me to put my time on this person. And what I'm saying is I'm not fucking apologizing. I just said sorry as like look, I just said sorry as like the Canadian sorry, not sorry like actual sorry. Okay? Anyway. Uh If I'm forced to, I do the full comic. Oh, I've seen that already. I agree. I think my Patreon is funding me making the digital version of the comic, but I'm going to do a simple pre-order for a small batch of physical prints. Honestly, Paige, I would actually just make a higher tier. Make a higher tier where you save like $1 to $3 a month from it, and then when like, and then like drop the price of the tier when you've got enough for that person to have a comic. Because essentially, you can then have that person subscribe for 25 months or whatever. You've made the $25 on the book, saves the money, and like it's all gone to book production. I would do something like that, or I would just say like 2 months before it's coming out, or 3 months before your book is coming out that you want to do your book. Be like, hey guys, if you subscribe to this tier for the next 3 months, you will get a book and done. And I think that will like it will make their cost per payment lower, and it might incentivize them to just stay on even beyond the book. So something to think about. But like I think this is a different angle of crowdfunding that we don't consider. I think a lot of creators when they want to make a book, want to make any physical thing, they consider the Kickstarter. But how are we really considering our options in crowdfunding? Because again, I am watching Zimmerman fucking slay on a regular basis. Like, look at this. Look at this box of books, guys. Look at this. This is huge, and they still sell these. They sell these consistently, and they still have a tier where they sell just PDFs. There is a world where you are not only selling these books, which, by the way, this is the cover we finally got. This is the print that they made. I really want it. Anyway, but there's a world where you're not just selling your books, but you're selling your books and your PDFs on the same space in a crowdfunded way that is a lot easier on a consumer. And from my experience, I've had way better experiences with these. They've never failed to ship. They've never failed to do their thing. I always get them. I don't know. Yeah, there is totally a threshold. I know the Zimmerman team has started from smaller numbers, but there is totally a threshold that which you can't like succeed. But I think what you need to be able to do is showcase like some level of, how do I put this? Let me put it like this. I think a successful crowdfunding campaign doesn't matter what crowdfunding campaign it is. I think for a successful one, for a good consumer experience, you need to be providing something to them that they want. You need to obviously have an audience, don't get me wrong, but you need to provide something to them that they want. And I think to some extent, building the audience is kind of the easy part a little bit, because you're trying to sell them on your work. And selling people on your work, if you make something that is like really simply mainstream, or if you make something that's just very fucking weird, can be easy. You just need to like be a little more flexible about where you go to market. Like if you're drawing a furry comic, or if you're drawing a comic, like, look, let me put it like this. Jesse Page Dawson draws a comic where the main character is black and the villain. Jesse is not going on to a Make America Great Again Facebook group to market it. Jesse is going to go find a Facebook group, a Twitter space, a Tumblr environment. Actually, frankly, Jesse's just going to go to Tumblr and market there, because Tumblr loves quirky couples and like, what you call it? Quirky couples and villains that are a little bit weird. Like, I'm just saying, Eagle could be a Tumblr sexy man. Eagle Scout could be a Tumblr sexy man this week. This week, if you wanted them to be. Jokes. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, you could have your characters are Tumblr sexy man adjacent. So you might want to go there instead. You know, Page makes a very, like, the word cerebral is the only word I can think of here. But Page makes a comic where you've got to really think about every plot point that's going on. There's no, like, easy reading Page comic because it's sci-fi, and that's just sci-fi, right? And, like, so from my experience, Page marketing on Reddit makes complete sense. Those fucking nerds are all there. People who will actually put time into the world building and understanding the environment. So marketing for me is like the easy part. It's just finding an audience, right? Once you got past the marketing part, we have to start work. I don't think there's any meaning in talking about crowdfunding from the perspective of getting the audience for yourself, because I think that part is easy. It just takes time. When we're talking about crowdfunding, we're talking about the latter half, like convincing people to give you money for a final product. And I think that part, it requires you to like offer something extra, something that you're not already offering, that they get exclusively for giving you money. So one example is I support, no, forget I support. I get supported on Patreon by people like Jesse Page Dawson and Page, and Jenny and Zim. I think his name is Zim. Have I forgotten a patron's name? I feel so bad right now. um, I feel actually like a terrible person. Where is it? Where is their name? Did they change their goddamn name? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Okay. X Sensei. It's X Sensei. Thank you. X Sensei, truly a W person. But X Sensei like supports me, and it's like I provide an extra video every month. I think Paige, I've been pretty good about doing that. I think I provide extra videos. I include them in other videos that I'm working on. I discuss that stuff with them. They've seen my face. Like, for the people who are supporting me because they just like me as a person, I'm providing them the extra stuff that is like linked to them in a way that will attract them. And I think from a comic perspective, what you might want to do is either be offering more work in progress panels, offering extra smaller comics. That's a thing that people do. I think people do not don't understand how valuable a 4 panel comic can be to just getting you money. Like if you did one extra 4 panel a month, you could probably rake in like $2 per person. Like a lot of this is also going to have to do with like your appeal in general. But I think for my point I'm just getting to is I think every crowdfunding project becomes more successful when the audience is getting something they know they cannot get by accessing the crowdfunding project. They cannot get without accessing the crowdfunding project. Um, and like it's not just like support me. It's like support me and I'll give you something. When I started doing Patreon, I wasn't getting a lot of subs that would stay because like I would just be like, support me. It's a support. But when I started doing the extra one video a month thing, all of my subs went up, even though I don't think they even watched the goddamn video. But they have access to it. And I think just the access was valuable enough for them. And I think that like when you're in the stage where you're like, I have a project, I've gained an audience for them and I need to do the crowdfunding bit, I need to do the Kickstarter crowdfunding bit. That's the part you should be thinking about. How much extra content can I give them without making it too much of an ask from myself? And how should I price it to give that extra content? I think one of the things that a lot of people fall into, and I think something that you might be thinking, Thomas, is like, how easy is it for people to how much extra stuff do I have to give for this to be worth it to people? And I don't think you have to give that much. I think a lot of creators create like 10 tiers and create work that they could never complete. I think you just need like 3. I think you need a $1 to $2 tier that is like a support tier that gets to see like extra content. There's a $7 tier you can make or whatever, $5 to $7 that gets to download every extra thing you make. And then there's like a $10 to $20 tier that you just send stickers to if you can make a sticker every 2 months. And if you can do that much, I think most people's crowdfunding will get a little bit extra subscription from the audience that they have. This is again going to be based on how well you've done the initial bit, but the initial bit isn't the hardest part of this process. It's about making the hardest part, in my opinion, is making the latter part, the crowdfunding campaign, seem worthwhile to the audience in question. I think gaining an audience can be done any way you want. Hell, you could just make a shit comic that you don't believe in to gain an audience. I don't know. Like, make a comic you don't believe in, but you know will get clicks. If you made a comic called Sans Undertale Has Sex with Papyrus, there is a solid chance that you will get clicks. There's a good chance you get clicks. One of the fastest growing comics on Global Comics, the company I work for, is a comic called The Silver Eyes. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's comic. If you just like, they published it on the day the movie came out. If you just made that, then you put at the end, I will make more FNAF, but you must help me fund my real project. People would fucking give you money. Like, this is it. Like, just I'm gonna level with you, Chief. That's kind of it. If you did that, people would join your crowdfunding campaign. Like, sometimes you have to accept that your comic is not the be all end all. Well, mature content is complicated, Thomas, but like I think there's a lot of things that you need to like consider about working on mature content. Um, you know what's really funny? Um, today, today, the Webtoon studio team who is helping me make the data tool for Webtoon, we just finally had a day with no errors, no issues. Everything's going great. And so and one of the projects that we're going to work on when we're done with this, and when we think this is okay enough to leave alone for a bit, is we want to work on an independent, like a self-hosted Patreon that is it's basically Patreon, but you host it on your own servers. But that I almost don't want to do that project because the only people who will use it are Nazis. and I don't want to give Nazis a free tool. Like, not the only, but a good amount of the people who are Nazis. I don't want to give Nazis a free tool. It bothers me. I want to give them my hard work. So there's a whole thing there. Let's see. Sim said, I literally plan to have 2 or so book exclusive chapters plus updated art before it goes online. I don't gotta do that, but it's gonna be a permanent copy. Plus, I know some folks will be down for that. Yeah, that's totally cool. That's literally what Let's Play did. Let's Play has a book exclusive comic, like a book exclusive couple pages. It's good. It's well done. It's like I enjoyed it. It was actually much better than the actual book. Um, but yeah, I don't know, Thomas. Like, I think even if you use the Kickstarter to run your project, like you could do that, Thomas. Back in the day, people did that a lot more. You could do, hey, kickstart me making my comic, and if you tell the story well enough and you make good enough videos and you show your ability to like complete stuff really well, and you have good backstory, a good set of like good backing and like all that stuff, people might have faith in you and go through with that. I know your content's kind of in a tricky place, so like I'm not gonna like tell you what to do because I know yours is like super weird. Um, pages and panels. I guess it advertises that as well. Yeah, you should. Like, I need to be honest with you, by the way, guys. Half the time we talk about anything on this fucking stream, it's like I tell you guys, hey, this is a cool thing that we can do. And you guys are like, yeah, you're right. That seems interesting. Maybe I should finally advertise this thing I did 15 years ago. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck were you doing? Like, what were you doing? Kissing your sister? Like, just do the thing. Just do the thing. I say this, I'm the worst advertiser, so why am I judging you right now? Requiem with the AO. I'm feeling cold. Kissing my what? uh, yeah, sometimes I know it takes an outside source, but I think part of it is just like you need to remember. Like, let me give you guys some advice that I recently got from a friend about prototyping. You need to stop being really precious about the things you work on because, frankly, they don't matter. They're not very important. They're not very life changing. And frankly, in 10 years, you will be working on something else and calling that life changing. So just focus on doing as many things as you can, as quickly as you can, and failing as much as you can. And like that, for me, that means like, you know, I just need to kind of like try everything I think I even am aware of and not spend my time like going, oh, is this like the right idea? Is this the wrong idea? You just got to do something. You shouldn't like. I know you guys are smart, so like you shouldn't need me to tell you to market yourself. You shouldn't need me to tell you to like be annoying about your projects. You're the ones working on them day in and day out. Jesus, imagine drawing fucking feet all day and then not tweeting about it. That's sad. Yeah, that's what my friend 40 Fingers does. It's very annoying. I spread disinformation on the main on main today. Like you gotta advertise the stuff that you're working hard on. You gotta advertise that stuff. You gotta put it out there. You gotta talk about it. You gotta make more of it. Let the talks. Sometimes I just say stuff so that I can get more chat engagement, and you guys always go for it. I kind of love it. Bro, maybe we should all do each other's advertising or something. Maybe I should just make an advertising company for webcomic creators that just gives you like a whole bunch of initial stuff to use for marketing. I can see that angle though. I think it can rob the projects of being able to be good quality. But like it's never going to be good enough. Like the thing is, Sim, is the truth is, you know full well that you will never think your project is good enough. Like that just doesn't happen with us. That sucks. So like we should stop worrying about that because it will never be good enough, and that's okay. Jess, yes, but you underestimate how powerful the obstacle of anxiety and depression can be. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie, Jess. I get it. I underestimate nothing. Okay, Jess. I ate 16 bars of chocolate 3 months ago. Would a depressed person do that? The answer is yes, by the way. My phone just fell. Advertising is like not the worst chore. I think people are just scared of it. I think people are scared of it because it requires a certain amount of emotional labor because you make it emotional labor and like you make it very personal. Like when you guys advertise, I've seen your ads on Reddit. I've seen your ads everywhere. You make it very personal. You like write. You're trying to target the community. You're trying to do all these things. My dude, make a goddamn spreadsheet. Make a spreadsheet with every community that you're going to make a spreadsheet with every community that you're going to advertise on every week, right? Make a post, kind of formulate it, formulate your post, and like write a bunch of like this is I'm gonna say the worst thing here. Get go from a template to this, or I hate to say it, we'll use a little bit of chat GPT to I had to use a little bit of chat GPT or whatever to kind of like reword the thing that you're writing and like post it every week. You need to detach yourself from the project. And I don't even want you to use chat GPT, but I want you to know that like you need to detach yourself from advertising. It's not you. You're not selling your fucking self. Okay? No one needs to know that you kiss your sister. They don't need to know that. No one needs to know you. They just need to know that there is a project. This is what it looks like. This is where they can find it. They just need to know that. And like, you need to really pull yourself away from that. Sim was like, yeah, I mean, true. I think I've just found satisfaction in telling it the way I best can, not holding it too precious, but also not slaving over something that doesn't exist. Yeah, very valid. Jess says, well, maybe you're right. Advertising for someone else instead of ourselves might be the fix. Maybe advertising for someone else is the fix. Maybe you want to get into a collective and advertise each other. I don't fucking know what you want to do with your time. Okay? I make my producer post on Instagram for me because I hate Instagram and I don't know how to use it because I'm old. Like I'm gonna level with you. I'm old. Okay? I'm just old. I'm not prepared for Instagram. Instagram is my kryptonite. My partner sends me an Instagram Reels link and it kills me. It's a fucking gunshot to the head, dude. The whole thing. So, so like I get my producer to do that work for me. So maybe that helps. Instagram haters unite. What's funny is I'm an Instagram hater and I'm not a TikTok hater. I actually really like TikTok for video making. Whenever I make shorts, every short that you guys have ever seen me make, I made on TikTok and then I downloaded the video before the logo was put on it. TikTok is like so good for making videos. I love it. It's like one of my favorite video making tools. It's genuinely really funny. I advertise like that thing isn't even my comic sometimes. Y'all aren't gonna make the fan cams. Yeah, you should. Thank you. I actually kind of like Sim's approach to advertising. You know how to shitpost your comic into advertising? My dude, just like open like I hate to say, watch Webtoon shorts. Watch Webtoon's shorts, okay? Learn from them. They're actually not bad at this. They're actually really good at shorts marketing. Like their YouTube shorts are bomb. Like so fucking good. Like they are very smart. They are very smart. Whoever is doing the YouTube shorts at Webtoon is an intelligent person. Like Jesus Christ. Yeah. Make fan cams. Make audio dramas, dude. I don't know who their motion comics guy is, but like I like not even the motion comics. The motion comics don't matter to me. What's really good is like I'm gonna show you guys this. We're all in this advertising thing, and I really want to move on to Thought Bubble, but I really want to show you guys this one thing, and then we'll finally move on to Thought Bubble. Okay. This is Webtoon's like one of Webtoon's shorts that I think is the best right now. They made a short. Yeah, great, perfect. I'm gonna show you this. Okay, it's a very ugly video, by the way. I just want to be clear. I don't like this video, but I think it's very good awareness of your audience. Okay, cool. Check this out. This is the entire short. Let me make sure you can hear it, and I'm gonna reduce the volume a little bit.
You know him best as the Emperor of the Eastern Empire, but now Sovieshu's dropping his first ever album. It's Not My Fault Deluxe Edition, featuring songs like She Was Just a Mistress and You're Leaving, I Divorced You and You're Leaving, You Met a Better Man and You're Leaving, and bonus track Girl Calm Down, You're Overreacting. So sit back and watch him try rhyming things with Navier for 4 hours. Find It's Not My Fault Deluxe Edition and any trash that can near you.
That was all they fucking did, dude. Like, it's not even good. Like, it's not even good. It's not even good. And like, it's just very self-aware. That's it. That's all they need. Y'all are like all of this extra shit that you're talking about. I'm like, it's so easy. It's so simple. Sometimes that's all you need. Or like, where's the one that I thought was really funny? Oh God, where is it?
First stop is over there.
Oh, there. This is like a TikTok sound or a YouTube short sound or whatever, a random sound, and then they just added their comic underneath it. If you guys' big problem is marketing, this is your
First stop is over there, Charlie.
Oh God, what is that?
It's a Leopleurodon, Charlie. Magical Leopleurodon. It's gonna guide our way to Candy Mountain.
Alright guys, you do know that there's no actual Candy Mountain, right?
Shun the non-believer. Shun.
Yeah.
It really is that easy, my dudes. I'm sorry, I have to say it. They Charlie the unicorned you, and y'all let them do it. I have to say it. y'all are like overthinking the shit. Like, it's that easy. Anyway, your biggest problem when it comes to like crowdfunding and stuff should not be your marketing. Your marketing can be that goddamn simple. These suck. That last one is actually bad. Like, it's a bad video. It's excellent awareness of your audience and marketing. Make garbage. Yes, make shit garbage content. Garbage is delicious. We all love slop. We all love slop in this house. Garbage is delicious. Okay. Anyway, now I want to finally move on to what I wanted to talk about today. I went to Thought Bubble. Yay. Woo. Thought Bubble. Yeah. All of you can like praise me and be like, I'm the greatest technician in the world. No, that's it. That's a shorts joke that none of you even fucking know. But I went to Thought Bubble, the convention. I went outside. It was crazy. God, I touched grass so hard. It was weird. It was odd. In fact, I remember distinctly once I touched the grass, and it almost killed me. In fact, uh, it touched my body, and I almost expired. Yeah, like do some basic motion. Sometimes your motion graphics can be super basic. Anyway, I touched some grass recently. I thought it would be great for us to watch this together as a family. If we would fucking do full screen. God damn you, do full screen. Okay. It's refusing to do. Oh, there, it's fixed now. Okay. I recently went outside. There's a lot here. I really don't want to like show all of it, but I'm just going to. I'm trying to find a good video that I think was the right video. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. So I recently went outside. It was crazy. I went to the Thought Bubble Convention Hall. This is the Bubble Boy Hall. I was in there. It was crazy. It was fun. It was a great time, if I'm being super honest with you. Like beyond my weirdness about things, I had a fun time at Thought Bubble. Oh, the audio's a little quiet. It should be fixed now. But I had a fun time at Thought Bubble. It was great. This video is the wrong way around because my phone did not react to it. But yeah, like it was great. Also, I got a comment from one of the viewers, Kylie, I believe, who said, "I understand that my perspective was weird. This is my camera at eye height. This is me at eye height right now. Is this a strange? Am I in a weird position? Like, am I too high? Am I too low? Like, what's wrong with my perspective? Is the camera too low? I thought this was a pretty good look of the convention. Are you Yao Ming? Okay. Oh, it's because I'm tall. Okay. Okay, cool, I guess. Thanks. Thought Bubble was a really interesting thing. I met a lot of really cool people. Um, I swear to God, I don't know why they hung out with me, but they were so nice. They were very nice people. And like I think there's one or two videos that have audio that I would really love. As I would really love to show. My camera is going over people's heads because they're short, not because I'm tall. This is a whole different thing. Like let's like properly get this in check, okay? People being short. I met a lot of really cool people, and they were very nice. I need to stop. Like I need to stop myself from making jokes. Okay, cool people, and they were super fucking nice, and they were super friendly, and just generally some of the most pleasant people I've ever met. Um, One of the people I met, if I can just get the video to flip, I've somehow borked my own video, and I just need it to like flip on its axis. No, no. Okay, just gonna look it up. I met the Etherington Brothers. I don't know if you guys know any of them. I don't know if you guys know the Etherington Brothers, but you've probably seen them on Twitter. If you're not sure if you've seen them on Twitter, I'm just going to show you their Twitter right now. Yeah, the tutorial people. That's literally who they are. If you don't think you've seen them on Twitter, you've seen them on Twitter. This is their Twitter account. You've almost guaranteed seen them on Twitter. Like, they are prolific. It's an understatement to call them prolific. You've definitely seen their stuff. They're super nice. All of these tutorials are from their book, How to Think When You Draw and How to Think When You Write. Like they have 7 books in total. It's crazy. But they have 9 books in total or something. 7 How to Think When You Draws and like 2 How to Think When You Write. And the way they do tutorials, in my opinion, is excellent. It's literally, here is the example. They show you the example. They show you the example in a way that is very tactile and meaningful, so you understand what the thing is doing. Not how they don't give you instructions on how to draw it. They just want you to understand what the object is doing and then allow you to kind of build on it yourself. And I love that about their work. We had a great conversation actually. No, they're super sweet, super nice guys. They were so sweet. We talked about lettering and we talked about bande dessins, which are like video, which are like what do you call it? Comics from Europe. BDs is usually what they're called. They were just no. It was. I feel like I'm fangirling over these two people a lot, but it's just to explain that like, Thought Bubble is the one event a year, which I think, at least for the UK, you can get a lot. You meet a lot of people you're a big fan of. You're a legitimate fan of. You don't feel like you're kissing ass ever when you're there. You just meet really sweet, nice people who want to be friends with you. And I don't know how to explain that is a lovely thing. I feel like an old person explaining stuff when I talk like this. But yeah, it's just very fun. Um, I hope I'm getting this across well and not just saying nothing for a bit. Um, yeah, it was super great. No, I'm so sad that to, uh, you didn't get to like what be there for everything as you deserved. Gleamy was there with me. I went with Glitchy Arts. We took a train together and everything. It was pretty great. Let me show you guys this. I think I can show you guys this video. I think this video finally works, or it doesn't. Who knows? But this is the Etherington Brothers. These are them, if, in like the smallest little window. These are them. We hung out. I say we hung out. They spoke to me for a bit while they were selling books. They were selling all their books and like they were signing stuff. They have so many books. Sorry, the audio is probably super loud. They have so many books. They have so many goddamn books. We talked about their work. We talked about this new book that they've brought out, which is my video being rotated has ruined my entire life. But yeah, we talked about this new book that they're bringing out. We talked about lettering. It was a great long conversation about lettering. I even told them about the workshops I'm working on, and they were super excited about it. They literally said to me, they gave me their email, and they were like, "Hey, when they're done, send them over. We'll do notes, we'll do everything. We love teaching, we love learning, we love working with people. Send them over, and we'll post about them. We'll talk about them. We'll do whatever." I didn't ask them to do that. They just said that on their own. No, like it was super pleasant meeting them. And then I met this other guy who, God, I've completely forgotten his name. But these are his comics. This person, and I'm not going to play the audio because the audio is really rough. This person has a play about their comic. This is a full multimedia experience, including the comic. So they have the comic, they have goddamn a newspaper that is in the comic universe. They did an interactive play where people were paid to act as characters in the comic, and then every time the people would interact with those characters, they would like form new personality traits or have new interactions, and then they would take that, add it to the story, and rewrite it. It's an open source book. He did a whole goddamn play, and the British National Library paid for it. It was crazy. It's not very often that a person of color in the UK is treated well in the art space, and it was great. They have a beer. They have a beer, dude. They're sponsored by a beer company, and the beer has been sold, but only the flavor that's inside the comic. I don't know how to really sell this to you anymore. Like it was so good. It was so good. No, like it was. He's super interesting. I got a ton of good art. Like I got so many good comics. So many good comics. Um, I met so many interesting people. I met a guy with Scottish pounds. If you're from the UK, you won't know that Scottish pounds look like Monopoly money, and nobody accepts them in the UK outside of Scotland because we all hate Scotland, which is kind of a problem, to be honest. That's a lie. Everyone should accept it because it's actually legal tender in the entire UK. But people from England are xenophobic. That's the word. Um, so that was a very interesting experience. I met them. We had a great conversation. I met this duo who were dressed up as Mulder and Scully. Um, Mulder and Scully, and they sold like a book about the history of UFOs. Um, let's go to a book about the history of UFOs. It was great. And I met this company. I thought you guys would find them interesting. I want to talk about them a little bit. So this company is called Made by Cooper. And I just want to show you their table. So they sell and create tons of merch for comics. You see that little Peter Parker. You guys see that little like Spider-Man trio pin there on the bottom right? I'm gonna center it a little more. Right there at the bottom, that Spider-Man trio pin. They were telling me about how the creator of that sells each of those for £50 each. and through them, because of the scale they order at. Um, oh, that sucks. I'm sad that you can't see anything. Oh, that's terrible. Let me like change my display, and let me do a capture on this. Let me see if I can get a better version of this running. There. It should be a little clearer when I do it this way. Be a little clearer when I do it this way. Just trying to zoom it in. I'm gonna just do a quick transition there. So if you guys can see in there, if you see that little Spider-Man pin, it's the three different Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, whatever. They sell each one for £50. Well, yeah, it's legal. It's their own art, so it is legal for them to do that. It's fan art, but it's their own art, and they're not really. They're just they don't. It doesn't look exactly like them. It's the likenesses of the artists, and it's at least it's marred in enough legal bullshit that it's not going to go anywhere. But they sell that for £50, 50 Great British pounds. They said that at the scale that they order those, they cost £3 to send to them. They're quite large, and they sell those for £3. They sell those to the creator for £3, and the creator sells it for $50, and they sell hundreds of them a month. Yeah, and they sell other. They don't just do what you call it enamel pins. They do stickers. They do a whole bunch of other merch, and their whole thing. I forgot I picked it up. Their whole thing is they actually sell a bunch of these things at really low prices. I spoke to them about it. They said if you order just one enamel pin, like one of these, about $160 if you just ordered one. But if you order like a minimum of 50, they come out to about $2 each. They do them in 4 weeks. They do almost everything in 4 weeks. They have like an internal design team to help you design something. If you know you want something, but you don't know how to make it, they worked with the Batman movie. So like they're an established brand. They've been doing their thing for 10 years in the UK. They operate in the UK and now in the US. They do enamel pins at really good qualities. Hard enamel, soft enamel, all the enamel. And if they don't have it, they'll find a way to get you something that is as good. And it's like, I wonder for a creator, like they do patches, they do stickers, they do hats, they do t-shirts. They do lots of different like merch items. And I wonder as a creator, like, do you guys think that's valuable to you? Would you guys go to a service like this? Something that's a little like, because I from what I understand, like the current and getting your enamel pins and getting your merch and stuff for conventions is kind of a fucking nightmare. And like, it seems that for these guys, they can do a substantial amount of them at relatively good quality, all on their own. And I wonder if you guys as creators find that valuable. Like they do quick estimates. Oh, they do socks. I just found that out. And they don't have minimum orders on most things. And often they will check things with you like 3 or 4 times. It's pretty fun because they really want to work with you to make things like work on your product. They do challenge coins, custom key rings, custom wristbands, promotional jewelry, and a whole bunch of other shit. And I just wonder, like, how. They don't even seem to ever. Like, I asked them a question about volume. I said, "Hey, what happens if, like, let's say 1,000 creators like order from you right now? How does that work?" And they just told me, "Well, nothing really happens. We just scale." They seemed very confident, maybe not rightfully so, but they seemed confident in their ability to scale instantly, no matter how bad things got. They offer free samples of everything that they make, so that you can like test it out and check out how good it is. I'm on their website right now. Like they do a ton of shit. Yeah, like as a creator, like serious question. I need you guys to really give me a good considered answer. Do you even care about this shit? The samples are literally like test samples. So it's not like the sample of your thing. It's test samples. But they will sometimes send you a free sample of your own pin. You don't have to pay for it. They'll just send it to you to check that it's good quality. Do you creators even care about this stuff? Like, is this something that you actually want to engage in? Would you want to even work with these guys? Like, I know they're UK and America only, but I wonder. They're called Made by Cooper. I could probably email them and get them to give us a discount. But they're nice people. They're super sweet. They're called Made by Cooper. .co.uk. They have a .com shop as well for the US. They're new in the US, so yeah. But they're also doing the same thing. They had an enamel pin that had moving parts, dude. That was weird for me. That was new for me. Maybe not for you guys, but that was new for me. They had an enamel pin with like a moving window on it. That was so cool. The enamel pins are the ones that get me the most because they brought a lot of them and they were super interesting. And shipping, they ship from the US, Kylie, so I don't think they're gonna actually cost that much. Oh, I can show you. It's in the video. It's in the video I was recording. Let me see if I even picked it up. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna show you that now. It's at the top of the video. If you guys look on my screen, at the top of the video, you see that little window frame thing there at the right top. That, if you can see, that's a little bit like indented. It's a little bit like there's a whole section that goes down and closes the window and opens the window. It's kind of crazy. No, like at the top of the screen, middle one. The fifth one rotates. The fifth one has a rotating hat. Yo, it's a guillotine. It's not a guillotine. It's a window. Oh, the second one is a mirror. The second one's an enamel pin with a mirror inside. I just think that's kind of cute. The third one is like a coin. I think you can rotate it on its central axis to like have two to like mix the faces on both sides. They have a whole new marketing team, which is I guess how I found out about them because they never marketed before. It was an interesting conversation with them. They talked to me a lot about pricing and sales and marketing and how much money they typically spend on stuff. Yeah, it was interesting. It was super interesting. They do beanies and hats and all sorts of little merch items. Like, I legitimately respect the way they work, and they seemed very affordable. Like, despite being a US or UK run company or a US run company, they never seem to charge more than what I've heard, like foreign or like when you order your enamel pins from China, from like Japan or whatever. They never seem to cost more than those. So that was interesting. That's really all I wanted to add to that bit. And because it's local, they're actually shipping and they're all doing all this local. And they're doing all this mass produced with machines and everything really quickly. Like you're gonna get everything you order within 4 weeks. They guarantee like 4 weeks on almost all of their products. That was interesting to see. They were like, yeah, we expect it to take 4 weeks and we think we'll get it in 4 weeks. And if it doesn't, we'll tell you beforehand. But most of the time it's 4 weeks. Even like they produced a lot of the merch for one of the convention attendees, 4 weeks. Like unless you're ordering like 30,000, like yeah, 4 weeks it seems. That was really interesting. Yeah. So Thought Bubble kept on going. So here's the thing I found out about Thought Bubble while there. There's an after party, right? There's an after party at Thought Bubble, and the after party at Thought Bubble has us all go to a place called the Majestic. It's a hotel with a pub with a bar. People really like it. I was there. I met a really fun person, and I found out from people throughout the day. Every moment people mentioned it to me that there is a toilet at the Majestic Hotel that I had to see. There is a men's restroom that I must see. Like, I need you to understand how much this was pressed on me. At every opportunity that somebody got to speak to me, at least once they would mention, have you been to the toilets? Have you been to the men's restroom? Have you been to the men's room? And I'm just saying this so that nobody is like, why did you go? I went because of the adventure. Because of the adventure. It was important that I experienced this for the adventure. And so I want to just show you what this men's restroom looked like. By the way, people were in this men's restroom all night throughout the entire after party. They were having drinks in here. They were like partying. They were playing games together. Everybody was in here. Okay. I'm going to show you a random men's restroom in a hotel. Prepare yourselves. It's huge. It's a giant goddamn restroom. Like I walk in, there's just a bunch of guys in there, a bunch of dudes, okay? Like, we're all in there. It's massive. And then there's a couch. There's a couch at the end of the restroom. There's a goddamn couch. There's a whole goddamn ass couch. Oh, okay. I can't show you more than this. I can't show you more than this. But like, yeah. It was. It was. So basically, the lore. There is lore for this restroom, mind you. The lore. Oh yeah, here there's a video. Here's a video of an average-sized man on the restroom couch. Here's a video of an average-sized man on the couch. Here. Okay, massive. Anyway, there's lore. So the lore is. Oh, you missed everything. But sorry, you're gonna see in a second. The lore is that yeah, this probably wouldn't remind you of that. But the lore I've been told is that basically the hotel used to be part of a Masonic order. And if you know anything about the Freemasons, women aren't people in the Freemason group, just to be honest with you. People were peeing in here, by the way. People were peeing, and we're all having conversations and drinking. Like, it was a whole thing. I'm going to just show one last shot of the entire thing. I'm trying to avoid any part of it showing someone peeing because, like, it's just there. And people were recording videos. People were in there recording videos, taking photos. There's a group photo there that I missed. I missed at the end of the night. Here, check this out. This is the giant bathroom again, and a nice person I met that I hung out with most of the evening. Oh, let me actually raise the volume a little bit. Oh wait, I didn't know. Let me just go run that back. No, I can't have you guys seeing what ought not to be seen. But yeah, the toilet's huge, dude. This toilet's so huge. Like I'm so sorry, but it's so giant. Benjamin, tell me your opinion. I'm the greatest cameraman. We hung out in the bathroom like the entire night. It was pretty funny. Not the entire night. We hung out in the bathroom for like an hour or something. Either way, we left at some point. I don't remember when. We were very drunk. I was very drunk. I don't think he had a single drink. No, it was a really fun experience. Like the second day, I need to say this. Thought Bubble is a 2-day convention. It's a 2-day convention. By day 2, everybody's tired. Like that one day plus after party ruins everybody. Day 2, I didn't want to leave my hotel room. I slept in and I was just like done. But that's kind of the experience. It was great. It was an incredible experience. I have like more pictures and photos and videos, but I'm not gonna put them here because I don't see the point. I just want you guys to see the giant toilet and like generally the area. The vibe is great. I met a ton of creators. I got a few free books because of my press pass, and I met a lot of people. Books were super affordable. Everyone was selling interesting, unique things. I think my most interesting pickup from Thought Bubble, and actually, let me get it. I had 2 really interesting pickups. I had the Bowser and Luigi zine, which I missed the purchase for. And where is it? My most interesting pickup from Thought Bubble and from MCM was I actually got a copy of a webcomic I've been reading for a really long time called Inhibit. It's a webtoon as well. But I got a copy of Inhibit by what do you call it? By Eve Greenwood. It was really cool. When you talk to those dudes, you start accidentally picking up their accent. I definitely would. I pick up everyone's accent, apparently. So it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Like that's just how I talk. If I talk to you long enough, my accent will change. Apparently, I don't notice that I do it. But yeah. I also have like I have a neutral British accent. I use for talking when I'm at work. I put this one on. Like I actually do put it on. I'm very aware when I do it, and I have this for like work and for meeting people and for just kind of being British a little bit, just so that I don't feel out of place when I'm meeting other people. But when I really want to get away with shit, I just sound my neutral voice because people just go, "Oh, you're American," and then they let me get away with whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you just don't understand." Yeah, because you're a roadman, bro. So yeah, that's how that was. But I got a great copy of Inhibit, a comic that I've been really looking forward to reading. I've been really looking forward to reading. I've been reading on Webtoon for a long ass time. Since like 2014, 2015. Like, like they and I are pretty much the only OG Webtoon people I know. So it was great to meet Eve and like buy their books. I bought like 2 or 3 of their books. Like they were super awesome. I spent a lot of money on books. Okay, like I don't know how to say this. Spent a lot of money on books. Um, I got a different book that is really weird that I need to get time to read, but it's called Vampire Blood Drive. It's a story by a creator called Mira Ong Chua from Canada who was selling it through a different third party seller in the UK, and it just looks really interesting. It's a manga, and it's got lots of different interesting vibes about it. And I would love. I'm giving it some time. Also, what else happened there? Also, I had a lot of great conversations with Americans where I learned that American conventions do not have what's called a communal table. So at most UK conventions, we have what's called a communal table. Basically, there's a company or an entity, or sometimes the convention itself will make a table where you just submit your book to sell to them, tell them the price, and they will take a commission on all payments, but they will sell your book for you at conventions. So you don't have to be at the convention. But they will only sell like 1 or 2 books, not like 10 books. And they will upsell it. You need to give them like lots of little information about your book, but they will upsell it and they're really cool. Or collectives. I think Whip, the collective that helps people complete their comics, also does like they do sales for people. It's super nice. Um, yeah, UK conventions are always a blast, but like, but like, Thought Bubble is a whole other thing. It's like so many layers of fun and interesting, and everybody is cool. Like I don't think I met a single person there that was not cool. MCM does have a communal table, but nobody uses it. Nobody knows about it. I don't think anybody uses it or knows about it anymore. Because I know Whip had one once, but that was like 5 years ago. So ignore me. I don't even remember if it was Whip. I just remember 5 years ago there was a communal table. I was wondering where I heard the name from. I had seen Inhibit circling around. Inhibit's old school, dude. Inhibit had like a reboot. I think it's had 2 reboots. Like 2 reboots in terms of art and stuff. The Inhibit creator is awesome. They are the best. They're an incredibly like talented creative person. Not everyone people don't give them enough time. People don't give them enough time. They deserve more of everyone's time for sure. Their books are great and great quality. Like forget even what's in it. Just I mean in terms of print quality and feel and everything, they selling good quality shit. Um, if for all the books I bought from Thought Bubble, expect a video on all of them on the channels, on all the channels in shorts. If you've seen my shorts reviews, expect one of those. I don't know. Have you all seen my shorts reviews? Have you all seen it when I do a review, a short review? I'll show you an example of it in case people haven't. Yeah, let's do this one. So if you don't know this, every so often I make shorts. I make TikToks all at the same time. I'm hoping to do way, way, way more, but this is what a typical review
Holy
for
shit.
me is like. Uh, I just review a book. That's all I do.
Holy shit, I got a new book! Meat for Burgers, horror, poverty, and like shit wages at a McDonald's combined into a single graphic novel.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I always throw the book. I don't ask me why. But yeah, like the book throwing just makes me laugh, I think. But yeah, expect to see way more of those because I just have way more books. I have over 100 books in the house now, and I need to do all of them. I need to go through every single one of them. And so I need to do it so I don't have to pay taxes on them. So expect more shorts. And that's kind of my entire stream this week. Any questions, any thoughts, any conversation points? I hope to see more of you guys at Thought Bubble. Thought Bubble was so fun. If you guys ever want to come to a convention anywhere in the world that is not the America, and you're thinking of going to one convention, go to Thought Bubble. It's like the best. How am I? I'm great. There's going to be an end of year video, end of year stream. I'm going to do one end of year stream, and then it's going to be short, but it's going to be there. It's going to exist. I don't know what I'm going to do for that one yet. I'm a little out of sorts because I've just been super focused on other projects. Global Comics is working me to the bone. New person in the house, and I'm giving a lot of attention to other people. And like my projects are kind of moving. Webtoon Studio, the as I said earlier, Webtoon Studio, the data thing for Webtoon I made is like nearing 1.0. And so we're just ramping up production. And that means I need to work on other projects because that's almost done. So, I'm in this weird state now where like I'm actually completing a few things. That's great. A lot of long-term dreams are coming true. And that's kind of it's exciting in a way that I don't know how to explain. Yeah. That's sorry, that was a lot of information, but there it is. I don't know. How often do you guys go to cons? Like in the year? A lot of cons? A few cons? If you're gonna go to any con, I think a few of you are in the UK, you should definitely go to Thought Bubble. I know 40's in the UK. You should go to Thought Bubble. And Rosie, I know you're in Germany. You should go to Thought Bubble anyway. A lot of people fly into Thought Bubble. I'm just trying to get everyone to go to Thought Bubble so I don't have to fly everywhere. Oh, Comic Con Stuttgart. Oh, I was actually invited to that one. I'm not going though. I'm not going. But I was invited. I was invited to not that one. I was invited to the other one, the book fair. The book fair. I haven't been to a con in a while. I always try to go to NYCC. NYCC, in my opinion, just isn't worth it, dude. Like, I can't tell you the information I know about it, but just in my opinion, it's never worth it. Maybe you do make the money, but I don't know. Your table neighbors were from Greece at Thought Bubble? Yeah, the two guys. I think I bought their comic, didn't I, Gleamy? Or maybe I didn't. I wasted their time. Who knows? Your first con, you're booking more. Awesome. 2024 is like a really exciting year for me. I said 2024. 2023 ending is a really exciting year for me. I literally, you guys probably don't know this. I've been streaming for 7 years now. So I started streaming in 2016. It's 2023. 2024 is going to be the 8th year of Webcomics Hub being a thing. Like a thing in any form, to be quite honest. And like, I think it's 8 years. But what's really funny is for most of the time I've been doing this, I haven't been a British citizen. Or like, I haven't really been like free to live in the UK the way I want to. So I recently like passed a massive milestone, and I no longer am going to be kicked out of the UK for not having a visa. Like, it's kind of intense. It happened 2 days ago, and I still don't know how I feel about it. But I am now just allowed to stay indefinitely. It's kind of crazy. So like, yeah, it's wild. It's kind of dumb. Oh yeah, I told you about it, Gleamy. I was literally waiting on this document, and it just arrived the other day. If I had a table at a car, I need to hire someone to be me, and then the plot of the 80s movies would start. Okay, great job, Kylie. I'm glad that you never stop. You never stop to not make something interesting and exciting. That's for sure. Yeah, it came. It came like 2 days ago. It was terrifying, dude. They sent me like 3 emails. It was a whole thing. But it's here. It's here. So I can make these streams for the rest of my life if I want to. Oh, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I don't even know what mocha is. What's mocha? Is that like a convention I never heard of? Let me look that up. Oh, the Maca Arts Festival. Huh, I didn't know about this. Learn something new every day. Maybe I'll go here. Their convention area looks kind of intense. The convention area looks crazy. It looks crazy. It's like it looks like the Majestic Hotel as like a place. Like Jesus, is anything in America not huge? Like things in America be a little smaller, a little more like contained. Holy shit, that's terrifying. Rizzo. Oh, were they giving out Rizzo prints at our con? Damn. I love the introduction on their website. Sorry, this is like a complete non sequitur. But on their website, they said the Museum of Comic and Art was founded in 2001 by Lawrence Klein, who opened the museum shortly after two East Coast comic art museums had closed and the World Trade Center was destroyed. Bro, what the fuck is this introduction? They just went, well, we opened Maka after two East Coast comic art museums closed and 9/11 happened. And then we thought this was something we had to do. I'm sorry. I just it's like going, wow, I opened my fucking bakery right after the Armenian genocide. And no, right after my son was born and the Armenian genocide happened. And then I opened my bakery. Like that's what that reads like. Like what the fuck? Whatever. Whatever. I don't have time. Like what did the World Trade Center have to do? I want to know now. I hope there's a story here. I hope there's a story here. But Jesus Christ, that introduction is something. Like just saying you opened in 2002 lets me know that it was after the World Trade Center was destroyed. Like whatever. I don't have time. Anyway, that's the end of today's show. We had a rough start, but like we recovered like we always do. We always do. Maybe they were trading World Trade Center, known comics hotspot. Shut up, Kylie. Don't do this to me right now. Thanks for coming to the stream again. I was so afraid that nobody was gonna come because I hadn't clicked the go live on YouTube. So I just sat there with only Twitch chat, and I was just like, damn, nobody likes me anymore. So I'm glad that after a month of being gone, you are all still here for me, that for us, I guess. I appreciate you. I really do. I don't say that often, but I really do. I see the notification, I click. My friends don't know I streamed this. Like my friends know about it, but I don't tell my friends to like watch my stream. I don't advertise to my friends. I'm not one of I'm like just happy that people show up. Like that's it for me. All right. I really appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful evening. Does my notification bell mean nothing? You're right. We are friends. Because you have the notification bell, we are friends. You're true. You're a true friend. A real one. I should have realized that. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night, America. Something. Also, the rest of the world. I forgot to say that part. Yeah, I forgot to say that part. Yeah. Oh, Mark was here. What the fuck? Mark? My beautiful boy. Also, hey, Lux. Okay, bye.